We are recording. If you just joined us, homework 19, continue our study on graphing rationals. Find your asymptotes, vertical, horizontal. To find the horizontal asymptote, it'll be the number on the end when I have a constant term up on top like this. So this one is 2, this one is 1, or 0. So there's a 0, there's 2. I'll highlight these for you. So what I did was I flipped it over on the back side, and I explained how to find the horizontal and the vertical asymptote. One more time, vertical asymptote, set the denominator equal to 0, x plus 2 equals 0. Take away 2, we get negative 2. Over here, x minus 2, x minus 2 is 0, add 2, x is 2. Okay, so we have our two axis lines. Now, really, just find a value on the y-axis. Okay, so find a value. So plug in 0. X is 0. 1 divided by 0 plus 2. 1 divided by 0 plus 2 is 1/2. So that means there's a point right there. Now, all this is a curved sketch. You can always go back to Desmos. You don't have to, but since I know it is right there, from yesterday, you saw the pictures of these rational graphs. It's going to be a little, well, it's going to look like this. And it's going to hug the asymptote lines, doesn't cross it, doesn't jump it, and then the other side over here is going to flip exactly, well, not exactly, but it's just going to be reversed over here on this side. And you just do that. I'm really just requiring you to find one point right there. Now, sometimes that vertical, that y-axis could be the vertical asymptote. If that's the case, then we have to find another point, but we'll hit that when we get to it. So that's what this graph would look like. Okay, this graph right here, I'm going to plug in a 0, so I have 1 divided by 0 minus 2 plus 2. So I'll use my calculator to punch this in. 1 divided by 0 minus 2, 0 minus 2 plus 2, 1.5. So over here at 0, I go up 1.5. There's my dot. That's a good one. See, there's a 0 right here. There's -2, and there's a 0 right here. I just want to figure out what that y-intercept is. So I just plug in 0. That gives me a location of where that arm would be. Then once I find that arm, I just come up here and I just have to sketch in the other arm. So I'm going to shut this guy down for a moment, and I'm going to, cannot minimize when you are recording. Well, all right, I'll just finish this lesson, then I'll stop and open up Cami and show you how to plug some of this stuff in. Okay, so let's quickly find our asymptotes here. Oh, by the way, you should be able to domain and range as well. So on this one, we'll just do this one. The domain would be equal to, would you say all real numbers? Can I use any x number that I want? can I plug in any X value whatsoever? You have to either yes or no. Any X value you want. That means I can plug in any X value right here, and I can get a Y value. Yes or no? I got a yes. Do I have a no? No means no. You can't use any X value you want. A yes means yeah, I can plug in any X value I want right here and get a number. The answer is no, and the number is, what number is not available? I'll toss a number out. One number does not work. What number is it? What is it? Two. Yeah, there's an asymptote right there. You can't put two. 2 minus 2 is 0. You cannot divide by 0. So we toss 2 out. And 2. The domain, you would say the domain, all x's except 2. All x's, the domain, all x's except, I'm going to put, let's just go equal bar slash that. All x's except 2. That's what that means. Range, same thing. All y's except if you're thinking 2 right there, there's an asymptote at 2. All y's except 2 also. Domain range. Be prepared for that. Domain range. All right, take about 60 seconds. You should be able to find these asymptotes here. Go around the room, starting with Wyatt. What's my, give me one, the vertical or the horizontal? Number 3, the vertical is what? 4. Horizontal, Jordan? Well, take a peek here, Jordan. You see this problem? And this problem, they're eerily similar because there's no number on the end. So I'll put that number on the end, and the number on the end is the horizontal. So we have one like that, and we have a vertical all the way over there at 4. Over here on this one, Araya, what's my vertical? Very good. And Mr. Gordon, what is the horizontal? It is -2. Very good. So the vertical is in between these two numbers. If you can't see it very well, it's in between -2 and -4. The horizontal is down here at -2. Okay. All you gotta do is plug in 0 in both of them, find out where the dot lives, swoosh the line up, and you're in business, okay? I'm gonna pause recording. Now, one more thing I want you to know, something called end behavior. You've heard us talk about it, hopefully. I'm gonna squeeze it in right here. I'm not worried about the left end, I'm worried about the right end on these rationals. End